I have 3 tips that can help you reach your goals for the upcoming year coming up next. Be sure to smash that red button. You know, it's a subscribe button. Go ahead and smash that button, baby, and become part of the community. If you're already part of my community, thank you for blessing me. You are amazing people. Couldn't do this without you. Hey, go ahead and like and share to people that you think that could help with this information. 3 tips that's going to help you reach your goals. Get them, I don't know any faster, but it's going to help you reach your goals. 3 tips. Hey, if you hang in till the end, you hang to the end, I'm going to give you a bonus tip. A bonus tip here that's going to help. All right, number one. They tell people to, you know, we're the world's worst in forgetting things. We'll put a goal in our head, and if we don't think about it all the time, then we're going to forget about it even coming to us, right? So they say write down your goals, write them down. And so, I mean, that's awesome. That's great. Write them down. But for people like me, my fingers don't work that great, and I won't be able to read my handwriting after I'm done. So you come up with a goal, something you really want to achieve, and you're thinking about it, use your cell phone. What can you do? Go to the note area and type in your notes, a goal you want to achieve. All right? Or go to online, Google Docs, and then type in that goal so you don't forget it. All right? And now, for people like me, my handwriting's so bad I won't be able to read it. I type slow on my phone. I don't do too bad at home on the desktop, but at home on a cell, I type slow. So I prefer to go to my voice recorder. Now we're talking about something, right? Go to your voice recorder and, hey, I got a goal here I want to achieve, and specify what you want. And then when you get home, activate your voice recorder, push play, and then listen to your goal, type it in or write it, however you want to do it. So, we're the world's worst. We're going to forget. So, I would recommend that document, not just write it, but document your goal or goals. You have short terms, long terms. You know, maybe you want to, 12 months, maybe you want to have enough money down payment on a house, or a nice car, or to buy a dog, or to take your spouse out to Sonic. I don't know. You know, something that you would like to do, you know, to show appreciation for, you know, to reward yourself basically with a house, nice car. You can't go wrong with a dog. All right. I got my boy Ricardo, my service dog. He is the man. He's in there taking a nap right now, so I'm not going to get him up here. So he's the man. So he's the bomb. Is that what they say? I don't know anymore. So what they say. All right. So document long range. Short. You may have short term goals. Maybe you go short term. I want to be able to, I don't know, go back to put up enough money to take your spouse on a weekend vacation and put money back on that. Or this is long term and short term, you know, because I got a couple of friends that's starting this year off this way, that they're actually going to rehabs to get dried out from alcohol and drug abuse. And so their long term goal is to be alcohol and drug free within the next year. But short-term goal is to make it past today without the addiction overpowering them. So that's 2 goals in one, short-term, long-term, and from there. So, all right, so number 1, again, I would recommend documenting. Just don't say writing, but document this. All right. Number 2. You might have a goal set that you may not reach. You know, you may fail. And we fail a lot, right? But that's not the worst thing in the world. When we fail, we learn what's not working. Oh, there's a key. What's not working. So then we can turn around and implement different actions to help better our goal to move forward. Now, say we fail at a goal. Say we fail. Then, now we got to determine, do we really need this one goal to succeed in everything else we want? I mean, we might be able to bypass this goal and still get the ultimate prize that we're going out for. So then we just throw it out. All right. What if we need this goal? We've learned from failing what not to do. We want to experience some good. We want to move forward. So what if we step back and drop back, punt, so we can reevaluate everything and then see what we need to do to succeed and get this goal achieved? Yeah, there we go. We don't have to throw it away if we really need it. If we don't need it, we can look at it and we go, you know, this other goal, I really don't need this one to reach where I really want to go, so I'm just going to throw it out. So that's okay too. Hey, it's your goal, your decision. There we go. You don't have to follow anybody else's stuff. All right, number three. I would strongly advise getting people, organizations, clubs, professionals. If you really have a goal that's going to be hard to achieve, say finances, you want to get out of debt in the next year or the next 2 years, and you're not sure because you're wildly spending, and now you need to learn how to tame yourself and how to pay off them debts. You know, there's Dave Ramsey and some other gurus that can help you with that. Not that I'm endorsing Dave Ramsey per se, but he's the one that I listen to. Doesn't mean I'm not getting anything for it. Dave Ramsey, he's just listened to him on the radio, and that's about as far as I got. Never met him personally. So, but you can find some other guru that can help you sort out your bills and pay which ones first to accomplish, and then build up on it, taking payments and build and paying the next ones down and things like that. So maybe that's a long-term goal. You just want to get out of debt. All right. Maybe, you know, a short-term goal is to, again, get a service dog. There's some organizations where you have to pay 10, 20, 30,000 for that dog. Now, what's your goal? Have fundraisers, help people get organized with you to help you do this. All right? You can't do it by yourself. Well, some of you probably can, but I can't. And so I don't mind helping people, asking people to help me to be able to get through these things to achieve the goal. You're not an expert in everything. So you might be able to find somebody that's an expert and they're willing to help you out. May or may not cost you something, but it may, you know, to help you out to get through the goal. All right, so number one, let's document, write it down, your goals. Number two, let's go a little bit further than that. You need to read your goals daily. I mean, again, we forget. We're the world's worst, we forget. So even if you document it, if you don't come back and reread them goals, you're going to forget about them anyway. So what if they're documented if you don't go back to them and read them? So you need to read them, burn them in your brain so you know what's going on. All right. Then two, we're going to, what's two? I forgot. Tell me, what's two? What was two? What is two? Oh. Two, if we fail, and we're going to, learn from it and determine if it's worth keeping or not. There we go, number two. See, I'm world's worst in forgetting. See, I just experienced that right there. All right, so number two, you know, if you fail, you may not. You may grow. If you go through everything, your goals, and it's smooth as silk, they probably weren't that difficult to go after anyway. So go after something that's going to take a bit of you so you can stretch yourself, and you'll find out how strong you really are doing this stuff. All right, and number three, find people, friends, organizations, professionals, people to help you be accountable to these goals, to help you succeed. People want you to succeed. If you have someone that don't care or don't want to help you or don't want to succeed, don't ask them for advice. All right, don't ask them for advice and go from there. So now, thank you for holding up to those three. I said if you hang in long enough, bonus. Here's my bonus. Oh, here's my bonus. Boy, I learned this one the hard way. I don't know about the hard way, but here I learned this lesson. I like to write down the date that I come up with that goal. And then when I accomplish it, I like to write down the date that I achieve it. And then you can celebrate. Yay! Look at this. I did this in 3 months. I did this in 2 months. You know, if you write it down and you're in the Wild Wild West and you don't know when you started, you don't know when you ended it, you know, you're liable to go, wow, this took forever. And if forever may have only been 8 days because you weren't ready for it. So I believe in writing down the beginning date that you're going to start that goal and then an ending date when it finally happens. Now, I learned to go a little bit further, a little bit more. I like to put a timetable on goals. I want this achieved in 14 days. All right. I want this achieved in 6 months. I want this achieved in 2 years. I want to be able to be moved into a nice house in 5 years. Then, when you beat that time limit, boy, aren't you feeling excited how good you did and be proud of yourself, and you're patting yourself on the back. You got your friends and family over there hugging and celebrating with you. And so I like to put a time limit. Now, what if we get to that time limit and I said I want something done in 14 days and it doesn't happen in 14? What did I say? We experience failure. Now we determine, was that goal worth keeping to be able to get further in life, to succeed in life? Do I really need that goal? And if yes, now let's reevaluate. I've learned what I wasn't doing right to fix this. So let's go talk to other people. Number 3, talk to other people and what advice could they give me to get past that? So just because you put a time limit, does it mean, if you don't mean it, that it's done and over, forget it, throw it out, it's a waste of time? No, 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 it's not a waste of time. All right? You're going to learn from it, if nothing else, and make things easier, best for you when you have longer goals, struggling goals in the future. Well, there's my 2 cents worth on how to set goals and how to achieve them. 2 cents worth. Now, in today's time, that's really a nickel with inflation. So you got 2 cents worth that's valued at a nickel, but it's only appraised for 2 cents. Is that how it goes? Something like that. So that's my opinion on how to do that. Hey, if it's helpful, be sure to give the like, give a thumbs up. Let me see, that thumb works pretty good. This other thumb I have to do like this. Okay, it doesn't work good. So give a thumbs up, share it to someone you think it might help, and thank you for coming in. But don't forget to subscribe. Do something today, tomorrow, something next week that's going to help you persevere past your paralysis.